So we know to access the tenants, right? See, okay, you can see here. Okay, so this is what it is called as tenant. Okay, whatever the interface that we practice, that is called tenant. So we have uh, this is called GMS tenant. Okay, global modern services tenant. But in real time, we are not going to use this. We are going to use implementation tenants, sandbox, okay, and production tenant. Okay, so this is for the practice, and I'm clearly saying that most of the things will not work in this GMS tenant. Most of the things, because of the security restrictions. Previously, when I started, so we used to have a lot of options there working, but now there are a lot of things are not working in this GMS tenant because a lot of security restrictions they have provided for this. Okay, Jordan, I think this is the first time you are seeing this Workday tenant, or have you seen anytime?
I've seen this,
You have seen this,
something like
right?
this. Yes.
So
Mhm.
this is the interface that we are going to practice and everything. It will be slow, but we have to work on this only. Okay. Now,
I think we went into we were practicing in the government uh orgs, the government tenant, and then also the university. It was going a lot faster.
so you are not using Logan McNeil?
No, we were using Jill. Oh goodness, what's the name? Hold on, I gotta log in.
Okay,
We
let's
were
see this then.
using either the university or the government shared tenant.
This one, right? Government signing. Is this the
Yeah,
one you are using?
yeah, either one of those, AMU or GOV.
Okay, because we used to use only JMS. So I don't know, shared AMU preview access. Let me check.
And Jill Jones.
Jill Jones. Okay, I'm checking whether components security access for permission have similar to configurations. Okay. This is for finance. Economic
Jill
requirements.
Jones
Okay.
is like Logan McNeil.
Okay, because we are not using this CME preview demonstration tenant. Most of the time we go with the Logan McNeil only. Because for HCM and other things also, that is the best option. But now most of the persons are changing their accesses also, their permissions.
Okay.
And we cannot change the securities also in this tenant because most of the users will not have access to security to change any rules also in these tenants.
I think we were able to change security groups. I think
Okay, okay,
under
okay.
Jill Jones, it was fine. It was just like the structure because it's a different type of org structure with different type of companies, industry,
Okay.
like government and university. That's the only difference I saw.
So is this time is okay for you, or can we connect earlier to can we change the timings from tomorrow? Let me know that.
If you want earlier, but this is fine. I just didn't see the notification.
You're okay, right? Because it will be too late for you, right? I don't know what exactly the time. So that's
This
what
is
I'm
fine
asking.
if it's good. If it's this is a good time, this is a good time for us if it's okay with you.
Okay, right. So 9 to 12. Okay,
Okay, that's fine.
or 8 to 12. Because at least if we go for 3 hours or 4 hours a day, we can complete. Because this recruiting is a big topic. It's not a small topic.
Right.
Okay. No. And I'll try to share the documents that are related to recruiting. Okay, once after the session gets completed. Okay, keep the documents with you for the reference in the future, and we will share the recordings also. Okay, now give me a second. So we will have the introduction. So this is one introduction. After that, we will be discussing on a few of the chapters like uh, tenant setup and security, but not much on security because we are not authorized to make any changes in the security because most of the time we have a security team who makes the changes, and because we have separate team, even we know what are the changes that we can make, but we should not make changes as per the norms of the company. Okay, now so apart from that, we'll be learning about these job requisitions. One of the important thing is job requisitions, and we will have this evergreen also, evergreen requisition. So after that, we'll be discussing on the career sites and job posting templates. That's very important, job posting. Okay, job postings. And so we can see of the referrals also. We will look after referrals also. So we can see the business process. That's very important because this business process is quite different from other business process. I think hope you have seen it, Dwan, right? Job application business process. Okay. Now we will see the job postings, and after that we'll be discussing on the uh, prospects and candidates. Important thing, candidates, and one of the important thing is agencies. Do you hope you know these agencies, and we will discuss on the reports. These are the major topics we will discuss. Okay. Yes. Now reports. So reports are very, very important. You can see this notepad, right? These are the major things that we will be discussing on this. So these are the major important things that we will be discussing. So, see, introduction, in the introduction, hope you know what is meant by recruiting, okay? So, we have the basic understanding of the recruiting, right? I think you have the basic knowledge of the recruiting. How does it goes? How does it starts and how does it ends? Okay. Now, so in this process of the recruiting, first, what the recruiter will do? Okay, what the recruiting consultant will do? Okay, what the agencies will do, or what the candidate will do. So what is meant by prospect will come to know, what is meant by candidate we will come to know. So how does we are going to learn in Workday? How does the process goes in Workday? So we are going to all streamline all the process in Workday. Okay, for example, you know how to create a position, right? We know how to create a
Yes.
position.
Jordan, do you
Yes, we know
remember
how to.
we did that yesterday?
Yeah, yeah,
Or
I remember.
Okay. John, one thing I want Jordan to reply more because he's is having less experience and compared to you and me also.
okay.
Okay. So let him get confident. Otherwise, it will be difficult for him to understand. So let him get confident, and okay, then only it will be easy for him to understand. Okay. Okay. So what is in the position, Jordan? Okay. Don't worry. Let me
I
give in a simple way. Okay. Let
mm,
me make you to understand in a simple way. Okay. For example, there is a have you gone for any movie theater
uh yeah. Yes.
or any? Okay, so there will be some seat reserved for you, and you will occupy the seat, and you will be watching that movie, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
The same thing. The position is something that is available in any company. Okay, it will have some roles and responsibility. It will have some characteristics. So what you have to do is that. So your someone is going to fill that position. Okay, the simple way to remember is that is it there is a chair and you are going to fill that chair. Okay, now so okay, now so first we need to know what is meant by position. So who creates that position? Okay, sometimes this position is created by a by a manager or HR also. Okay, anyone can depends upon the organization. They provide the option to create this position. Okay, either it can be a recruiter or it can be like a manager who can anyone can create the position. Okay, on once they created the position, right? For example, let's say there is an organization called X. So they want a fill a position, okay, called some associate with something like skills of Java. Okay, location is Texas. Okay, and we can say that qualification like experience. Okay, them at least like they're expecting like 50 experience and compensation. You know, compensation means that's nothing but the package or the compensation range. Okay, let's keep this. Okay, so these things, Java skills or the location or the experience, all the things, nothing but the characteristics of the position. Okay, now, so once the manager create this position, right? Okay, manager or HR recruiter, who can anyone can create the position. Depends upon the I told right. Depends upon their company and the organization they are working. Sometimes only managers creates that. Okay, sometimes only HR will create that. Okay, it depends upon the company and the organization. Now, once they created the position, okay, now there is a position in my organization. Okay, let's take yourself as a manager and you created a position. Now, how do you hire a person into that? Okay, did you get my question?
Uh, can you say it again?
So, for example, uh, you're a manager. Let's consider you're a manager. Now,
Hmm.
you want a associate under you. So, you created a position. So, you want to hire a person under you. What you will do now? In a generic way, whatever you know, just say. Don't feel hesitate. Okay, whatever you say, just say. That's it. This is not a class or anything. This is a general discussion. Okay, be free. Okay, let's. Now say whatever you know, you say. That's it. Okay. Now, John, it's your turn. You can.
Okay, can you repeat the question again? You said I'm a manager and I just created a position.
Okay, let's consider yourself as a manager. So you need to you need to hire a person under you. Okay, let's take there is a position and you want to hire a member into your organization. What you will do now? So you created a position. What you are going to do?
Then you're gonna hire the person into the role, the position.
Okay, directly you'll hire a person into that. Once there is a position, you'll directly hire that.
You mean in the sense they've already, I mean, you have to attach it to the requisition and then it has to be posted so they can put in an application, and you can hire them in.
Okay, now let's go. You are a manager. So there is a position. Position X. Position X. We have created a position X. Okay. Now I need to get a person into this position. Okay. I need to get a person into this position. So what I will do is that, so we follow some procedure. Okay. So manager can create a position or the recruiter can create a position or senior associates or sometimes also they can create a position because manager will be busy with some other activities. Now, so once the position get created, see, we need to post this position on and around within the organization or outside the organization, or we need to give to the agencies. Yes or no? So then only we will get some candidates for this position. Clear? See, we are having a position. Now I need to get a person into this position. So what I will do, I will reach out to the agencies. You know, right? What are the agencies? Recruiting agencies? Yes? Yes, Jordan, you know that, right? What are the agencies?
Yes.
Okay, so see, if I want to fill a position, what I will do, I will reach out to the agencies. That is one thing that I can do. Yes, that is one way. Or we can reach out to the external resources like LinkedIn, Indeed. Yes or no? There will be some other resources. Or, for example, my organization within my organization also I can check right for that position whether is there any right person for this position. I can check right. Yes. So there
Mm-hmm.
are different ways we are going to fill out this position. Now, remember that these positions are always tagged with requisitions. So these positions are tagged with requisition. Remember this. These positions are always tagged with requisition. So we will come to know how to create that requisition. Okay. Once the requisition is created, okay. So what we will do is that either we post it them internally. First we check internally, or internally in the sense within the organization, or externally, or agencies, recruiting agencies. This is what we do. Either we will check internally within the organization whether is there any right candidate for the position or not, or we'll check, we will go and post in the external websites. Or see, company will have their own external website. They will, we can see there will be some websites. Okay, if you go and check in the external you can check in the company websites. There will be like a careers, and you can see that, and we can see some of the recruiting agencies. They will reach out to the agencies. Okay, so if you want to apply, what you will do? Either we can be internal, or it can be external, or it can be agencies. Now what agencies will do that? For example, there is a one profile with them. Okay, there is a profile matching with these skills, Java skills, and the location, everything it's matching. Now they will, okay, this agency will enter the candidate details or prospect. We call them as a prospect. They will enter all the details. They will submit the details. They will reach out to you. Hi, Miss. So Jordan, there is some opening within the organization. So if you're interested, can we process your profile or not? They will check with you. Okay, as you are a fresher, right? Maybe fresh graduate, you may not receive much calls, but within the timeline, within your experience, you will receive a lot of calls. There is some open position within the organization. Are you interested for this position? Okay, now, so you will receive a lot of calls. Okay, they will fill out, they will collect the details from you, and they will fill the details. Okay, they will send these details, your details, to the organization. Okay, clear on this?
Yes.
Yes. Now,
Yeah.
see, there is a lot of procedure, guys. Once you have to hire a person, there is a lot of work that goes on. Okay. Now, what will happen once the okay once your details are submitted by the agencies? Okay, the company will, okay, and there will be some deadline for each and every position to be filled. Okay, So they will accept the profiles until unless the timeline. So once the timeline gets completed, right, they will they will check out all the profiles. What are the profiles that they receive? Okay, and so once after the profiles were received, right, they will check whether this person is qualified or not. Depends upon that, they will reject the candidates, okay, or they will keep in the pool, okay, for the future purpose. Depends upon the requirement. Now, and also there will be some conditions that if you are applying for any position, right, if you are applying for any positions and within 6 months you may not apply for the same position again, there will be some rules and regulations, there will be some setup also. Okay, now, so once you apply for any position, right, there will be some stages for you to get selected into a company. Okay, that's called, we will look after all the stages. It can be like screen. Okay, we call them all. There are some steps like screen, okay, uh, interview, okay, and after that interview, screen review. So don't remember anything as of now, okay, don't need to worry, don't need to remember anything. We will just slowly we will come to know each and everything. Okay, so after that interview, we will have this offer, and after that interview, we have the background check. Okay, we'll have the background check and ready for hire. So these are the process that will happen. Okay, we not to get hired into the organization. Okay, it's a big process. It happens in the back end. So there will be review, there will be interview, there will be after that interview process, we'll have the offer, and after the offer, we'll have the background check. We'll go for the hire. So these are all the things we will be learning all the things. Now, see, once your application was submitted within the organization, okay, so they will screen your profile, their review will happen. After that, they will call, the HR will call and they will set up an interview with you. Okay, so once after the, like, it can be like 2 rounds of interview. I don't know how it happens in US, but in India, we'll have 2 or 3 or 4 rounds of interview. Sometimes we'll have 5 rounds of interview. Okay, so the rounds will happen. As a fresher, I think you will not have these many rounds of interview. Simply, I think I don't know. Hey, Don, how it will be the how many rounds it can be for a fresher in your local in your US? How many rounds?
Say that again.
Say how many rounds of interview it can happen? Like for India, there will be like a technical, and after that, there will be written test. After that, there will be G group discussion, and there will be a final round of discussion. So 3 rounds for a fresher, okay, fresh graduate. So how it will be for a in US for a fresh graduate? How many rounds of interview?
Um, I guess that would depend on the organization.
Yeah,
Can
okay. So yes, what you said is correct. Depends upon the organization. So Jordan, you can see here, right? This is for experienced person. We will have all these rounds. Okay.
Hmm.
But for a fresher it will be different, but the same way.
hold
Now
on.
see, once you, yeah, tell me. Now, so if you can see the screening, we will be looking after the review, interview, offer, background, and ready for hire. These are all the things, and after that they will be hired into the organization. Okay, so all these steps will be looking here in the workday, how it happens, how to set up these, all these things will happen. Now, so before going to that, so when you log into the Workday, give me a second, I think it got disconnected. If you want to see all open positions, okay, within the organization, okay, you can see the screen, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I can see.
It will take time. That is a problem with this tenants. They will take a lot of time. So let's discuss on one of the important topic called reports. Okay. See, Workday provides uh, default reports for like the standard reports and the custom reports we can create it. So reports. Okay. Workday provides some reports, default standard reports, where we for each and every module for recruiting we have some report, for HCM we have some. Okay. For benefits we have some. Now, so for reports, or in case of like recruiting also, we have some reports. Okay, try to, if you want to remember, you can remember the name, or you can happily get it from the help also. Okay, now, so some of the important reports. Okay, majorly it is delivering 4 reports for US. Okay, compliance reports. So majorly there are four reports, okay, and there are four majorly reports, nothing but candidate flow. One report name is candidate flow, okay. So and what is my candidate flow? Okay, what is my candidate flow? Let's see this here. Nothing is available here. I don't know what why it's too slow. See, there will be sometimes we can get implementation tenant also that will be much faster than these. Okay, yeah, you can see here. This is the problem with the workday is that it takes longer times. See this report, the candidate flow. Okay, can means we can see the race. Okay, recruiting process information and job information for the candidates. Okay, and also we can see other reports also, candidate flow summary report also. We can see the number of candidates, where they are standing within the requisition. Okay, the stages also we can see this. So this report, okay, this is one type of a compliance report because there will be some equal employment opportunity. Okay, if you know that you have the option, right? We need to check for the equal employment opportunity in US. So for that reasons only we will be using these reports, candidate flow reports. Okay, but one
Okay.
thing is that we should not access. No means everyone will not have access to view their race and ethnicity, all this personal information because it's highly confidential information, right? So most of the time it will be blocked. Everyone will not have access to view that, but we will see it how the report gives. Candidate flow is one of the report. You can don't worry, don't worry to note it down because I'll give the document for you.